Whether it's the darkness, whether it's the burn, whether it's the 4 P's of the standard, be that example for somebody. Because that's how you wound up in the seat that you're in. Yes, sir.
Bro, I never seen you in jeans. So he doesn't do jeans, huh? Okay.
Occasionally.
I like the shirt too.
Thank
bro.
you, thank you.
Nice.
I'm a straight cowboy.
Hell yeah, baby.
I just wanted to say one more time on behalf of our team, just thank you so much. Thank you for choosing to spend this time with us. I look around at the individuals that have been with us for 10 years, 15 years, and I look at the new friends that become family so quickly. You know, it's one of the most amazing things for us in putting together events like this. One of our main goals is getting the right people together, and it's why we've always done smaller events. And when you see how quickly people get along and they build relationships and they're talking, and I walk through the hotel and people who didn't know each other are sitting there having conversations, it becomes so meaningful, and it reminds us of why we're intentional in bringing groups together the way that we do. And so just very, very grateful for all of you choosing to become part of this family. It really is a family and a community that's very special for all of us. So thank you. Lots of love from our entire team. Very grateful for each of you. I do just want to recognize, because they're still with us, and one who has joined us, if you get a chance to say hello, but how about another round of applause for Dawn Harper Nelson and the amazing energy she brought today. And tomorrow, those of you that will be with us at the Dallas Star, for the Elite, you'll get to spend time with my dear friend Rene Rodriguez. And Rene is just an unbelievable human being, 30 years spent really driving leadership and bringing out the best in others, author of a book called Amplify, which I used to say that Nancy Duarte's book, Resonate, on presenting is the best book. Now it is Amplify, hands down. I mean, just to learn, to speak, to communicate, to understand the amplification and really raising your voice and being heard, Rene has done it better than anybody. So if you're not with us tomorrow, please say hello to Rene, spend time with Rene. He's really incredible. And Rene, I'm just grateful for you being here, brother. Thank you. I want to start with a apology. I apologize for the final venue for this boot camp. You know, our team does the very best we can to really pay attention to the details. And Kaylee, we're going to have a meeting. I think we maybe screwed this one up. Now, on a serious note, on a serious note, if I could, Kaylee really has been just a I'm glad you just didn't even make me say any words about it, because it's really so special what she has become for our team and our ability to do these things and continue to elevate. So we have definitely elevated with this boot camp. So the roundtable experience in Vegas, we really are going to have to come strong. I already do have some ideas, and when we get ideas and we start talking about them, amazing things happen. So super excited for today, excited to finish strong. It's really been an amazing experience since we kicked off on that baseball field with Globe Life Field on Sunday. We promised you when you made the choice to come and spend time with us that we were going to take over stadiums. And we took over Globe Life Field. Now we have the opportunity to take over the Star today. We'll spend time in this room. So we're going to spend time with Emmitt Smith. We're going to spend time with Darren Woodson. We're going to spend time with the great Rene Rodriguez. I encourage you, just as I wanted to recognize Kaylee for the importance of paying attention to the details that she nails for all of us to have such an amazing experience together. But I really encourage you to pay attention to the details today and everything that you're going to experience. Pay attention to the details in how Emmitt Smith carries himself. Pay attention to the details in the choices Darren Woodson has now made. I mean, his office is here in this building, right? I mean, he's an extraordinary businessman. He's become a friend, and I called him this morning just to tell him how grateful I was, and he was off negotiating a deal in downtown Dallas, and he said, brother, I'll be there. As soon as I get this deal done, I'm on my way. I mean, it's amazing when you pay attention to the details. And these are individuals who they have a champion's mindset in everything that they do. I mean, both of them were captains. One was a captain on the offensive side of the ball. One was a captain on the defensive side of the ball for these teams that, garnered really the respect and the admiration and the growth of what you now know the Cowboys to be today, which is the most extraordinary, highest priced sports organization in the world. And here's what's interesting. We're going to spend time with two of the captains. Without those 3 championships, I don't think that statement would be that statement. I think the Cowboys would still have a significant value, but I don't think it would be valued as the most extraordinary sports organization because of what happened in the 90s. That's when they became America's team, and it all took off, and now they've been able to build these types of things. So pay attention to the details. How do they speak? How do they carry themselves? Pay attention to the details when we go on this tour. I mean, it's absolutely extraordinary. I mean, I almost encourage you to take those mental pictures and notes and kind of reflect back on it and say, how do they do this and how do they do that? And pay attention to every single detail. It really is an extraordinary place. But it carries a champion's mindset throughout this entire building. It comes down to the details. And so details are everything. So I figured one of the things that I wanted for all of you, having done our planning, gone through what we've done with the boot camp, is to get you to lock in, have intentional focus on those details. Because details are going to be the difference in what you achieve with your plan. Details are going to be the difference in your willingness to slow down and actually have awareness and recognize, hey, this part of my plan or this part of my prize fighter day or this discipline, it's actually getting easy. See, it's going to be on you to tell yourself that it's easy, to have that awareness to say, hey, I need to change it. I need to make a change to it. I have to make this more difficult. Right? This is too easy. I'm heading down that road of the seduction of success. And so I want you to pay attention to the details, think about awareness, think about intentional focus.
So the newness can be frightening and can be scary, but you have to go through the process in order to get on the other side to realize that you truly have the capabilities of doing it. The challenges, if you really want to build that mental toughness, that's exactly when it's birthed. That's when it's born. That's when it's cultivated. It's doing something and doing it every day, even though you know in your mind, he gonna try to kill me today. I know he is. I don't want to throw up again. I don't want to go back to the infirmary, get IVs again. I don't want to do that again, but I'm gonna get up and go do it anyway. Because I know once I get on the other side of that, that's all behind me. But I can always go back and point to that moment and say, that was a defining moment. And every level had a defining moment. And the question was I willing to stay on the road or get off the road?
And I remember getting my helmet on, and this is that time when they start to do the introduction. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? That tunnel walk. But it's in the tunnel when you start to think about all the things that hit you, like all the emotions that hit you. I'm ready, I'm prepared, I know my stuff. And then the doubt sinks in. Maybe I don't know something. Maybe they're gonna do something else. Like all this, you got confidence, doubt, and then you're looking at your teammates, and I'm looking at the Emmits and the Troys, and they're crying. They got tears, they're like me, emotional. They got tears in their eyes, and they're ready to go about this game. And I'm sitting there like, man, I was one of those guys, I was emotionally in a rage within that tunnel because I was so amped up about the game. And the only thing that would really settle me down is when I looked in my teammates' eyes, because my teammates always brought me back to reality of what we did to prepare for this day.
But to understand influence, I want to give you my definition of influence. And the best way to think about it is to remove influence for a minute. So I want you to imagine your world without influence. You walk in a room and no one notices. You tell a joke and no one laughs. You sell a product and no one buys. You share an idea, no one cares. You cast a vision and no one follows. Insignificant, that's my word. Insignificant. I'm doing something and there's no response. I throw a pebble in the pond, there's no ripple effect. I act and there's no result. It's one of the reasons that I said the lack of influence is one of the worst of human experiences. Where here I exist, but what am I? Do you want people feeling insignificant, wondering why they work for you? Or what if you created an environment that people felt significant and they know exactly why they're there? Because someone who feels significant puts in different time. They put different effort in. That's where the discretionary effort comes into play, and that's measured through one thing called employee engagement.
Once again, our entire team, myself, to all of you, thank you for spending this time with all of us. Thank you for giving us the opportunity to welcome us into your minds, into your hearts, into your lives, into your stories. A year of fire, discipline, breakthroughs, and moments that pushed all of us to our next level. We started in St. Louis at the summit at Busch Stadium, then inside First Form headquarters, giving you a real look at the work behind the scenes. Then we showed you the lifestyle, the routines, the keynotes, the intention behind every choice. From honoring veterans on stage to cheering for my daughter courtside, this season wasn't just about performance, it was about legacy. We traveled from Mexico to Palm Springs, watching leaders face fear, lean into fire, and transform real time. And trial by fire, you saw people walk across hot coals, push past limits, and choose growth over comfort. We pulled back the curtain on leadership, the math behind your prizefighter day, proving that what you do today builds everything you want tomorrow. And then, big as Texas boot camp. The speakers, the breakthroughs, the energy, the discipline, the biggest uncommon takeover we've ever done. Season 2 proves something powerful. People want to grow. People want to believe again, and you were part of every moment. And we're not done. Season 3 is going to be bigger, deeper, and more intentional than anything we've created. More cities, more stories, more behind-the-scenes access, more fire, more transformation, leveling up, and you're coming with us. If this season spoke to you, if something in these episodes pushed you, challenged you, or lit something inside of you, then get ready. Because the next chapter is going to be bigger, bolder, and more uncommon than anything we've ever done. Season 3 is coming, and we're locking in right now. Let's keep attacking the process. Let's keep raising the standard. Now we go. to evaluate yourself, the difference from where you are to your greatness.
The powerful, the fun, Ben Newman is in this house, ladies and gentlemen. Give him a round. Let's go, Ben.